Right.
Hi, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Darlene Cruz. Um, I'd briefly like to talk about a time in my life that was so dark that I needed help and I didn't know where to go. I've been a widow for 7 years. My husband Daniel Cruz died unexpectedly. He was a bus driver. Um, my house was in his name, and because he drove less than a year for his company, I wasn't entitled to most of the benefits a widow should have been. I really didn't know where to go for help. I didn't know what to do. My granddaughter was living with me at the time. I really didn't know how we was going to keep the mortgage up. The banks were very harsh and very uninformative. I wish that it was a place that I could went that helped widows. I had nowhere to go. I had to start from scratch. If it wasn't for the help of my family, I would not have survived this transition. And it's just so many things you need answers to. How to turn a page. What do you do next? What am I supposed to do? Why am I getting up this morning? And a support group for widows, a place where somebody could have helped me with my mortgage challenges, to help me put food on the table, to help me make ends meet, to help me even know what to say to a granddaughter who just lost somebody that was so important to her. I would have so benefited from a women's program that could have just helped guide me through this process.
Hi, my name is Mystique Childs, and when I look back on my life, I know that there are many times where I was in a very dark place, where I struggled, especially growing up. Was very lost, had very low self-esteem. I think I placed my entire self-worth on the way I looked, and because I was often made fun of because I was dark-skinned, I didn't really think I was worth much. I had a child young, I dropped out of high school, was raised in a low-income community in the South Bronx. I didn't really have any goals or any dreams for my life, no direction. And I think during that time, if I could have been in an environment surrounded by other women who gave me guidance and support or just had similar life stories as mine, it would have made a huge difference in my life. It would have gave me a lot of guidance and a lot of direction, and maybe kept me from making some of the mistakes that I've made along the way. I've always expressed myself well through art, and if I could have been in a program that offered art therapy and being surrounded with women, it would have really had a huge impact on me.
Hi, my name is Melendez, and I want to speak about my experience with my son's father going back and forth to court for joint custody. He was trying to get full custody, but I wanted custody. But I felt alone when I went to court. I had no one there for me, not family, no one. And I went through it by myself, and it was really a hard experience, and I was terrified, even though I know my kid's father, but I didn't like what he was putting me through. And I needed to vent and talk to someone to be there for me when I needed to talk to someone and to know what was going on, because I was confused and I didn't want to hurt my child going through the process. So I really think there should be a program for women that go to court so they don't have to feel alone. Someone should accompany them to go to court, or just be there for them to, guide them through that day, because it's not easy sitting there all day by yourself. No one's there. Yeah, that's about it. I wish there was someone that can help out when it comes to that mother and children going to court with their ex-spouses.
Hi, my name is Shantoria Pratt. I am receiving my master's from Syracuse University in Pan-African Studies. I received my BA from Knox College in African American Studies, Anthropology, Sociology. One time I wish that I had a strong female influence, or like a mentor, would be definitely during my undergraduate years. I really struggled trying to figure out, my career path, my personal life. It was really a struggle because I'm first generation college and I really didn't have the support of my family. So being able to call my mother or aunt or whatever and ask them what I should do when I received my first B in college or stuff like that, I didn't have that privilege. So definitely having someone who has went through that time, going through college or pursuing a career, really would have helped me during that time of struggling to figure out that I want to pursue a higher education and go to grad school.
My name is Charlene Williams. The worst time of my life was when my husband was diagnosed with stomach cancer in 2012. He had been going to the doctor for over a year, and something was wrong. We just couldn't put our fingers on it. Took him to the emergency room, stayed with him all night, ran home to get myself a shower and go back to the hospital when I received a call from the doctor that told me he had stomach cancer. It had perforated into the liver, and the diagnosis was believed that it was terminal. I screamed to the top of my lungs. My son was knocking on the door saying, Mom, what's the matter? And I was screaming, I can't believe he has cancer. I just did this with my mom only a year ago who had lung cancer. Why is this happening to me again? As his cancer was fast. It was over. He was diagnosed in June. He succumbed to the cancer by November 4th, 2012. If that moment wasn't bleak enough, it was worse after. There was no services available for me. I mean, there's a transition you go through from just having a spouse to being alone. I was in college, so I had no time to grieve because I had stuff to do. There was no comeback. I'm over 50 years old. What I do after this? You go from one paycheck or two paychecks to one, and then from one to none, and just wanting to do something different or find myself. I had no time for that. And so I just did what I had to do for the moment and found myself in grief mode a year and a half later when I happened to be in pain. Once my body was in pain, my mind was in pain, and there was nobody to reach out to. No one to help me figure out what's the next step in midlife crisis that I was having.
My name is Aliqua Santiago. I'm 21 years old, and I just graduated from Syracuse University with a BA in English and African American Studies. If there was one time in my life that I wish I would have had the support of other women, it would probably be through dating in college. In college, when you date, people have this stigma that you shouldn't actually be in a relationship or you're just messing around, things like that. And I feel like my first 2 years of college, I really felt lost. I didn't feel like I had my own self-worth, and I felt like I was putting so much in relationships with people that didn't care about me. And I just wish I would have had other women there to tell me that, they've been through this, or that they understand how I feel and that I'm not alone. Because I think I began to feel alone, and that didn't help with my mental health. So I just wish I would have had the support of other women to help me get through it, and so I just didn't feel like I was alone.
Hello, my name is Mystique, and I am the founder of Empowering Marginalized Women and Girls Incorporated. EMWG was created to assist women and girls who are living in New York City who face disadvantages. EMWG is a comprehensive wellness program that will be located in the Bronx, New York. EMWG is a startup, and before we can even start offering our services to women and girls, we will need financial support, and that is why we are asking for a donation today. Even by making a small donation, you can really help us start up this organization and change the direction of the lives of so many women and girls. So please offer your support by visiting www.emwgonline.com and making a donation today. Thank you.